I've been doing YouTube for the last 9.5 years, and over that time I built channels that made hundreds of thousands of dollars from ad revenue. And from that I've learned that one of the biggest elements of a successful YouTube channel is the script. First of all, the idea, and then how well you write the YouTube script. Editing, voiceover, thumbnail, all of that is great, but if your script sucks, no one is going to watch your videos, you're not gonna get views, and more importantly, you're not gonna make money off of your YouTube channel. So in this video, I want to show you how you can properly generate YouTube scripts that get views and make your channel go viral, because a lot of beginners make this mistake of just going to ChatGPT or InVideo AI and they just ask you to write a script about the top 10 places to visit in Dubai, and then just they rely on that and think they can have a viral video of a ChatGPT script. And if you were to try it out, you would see that that's not how it works. It would not get views and no one would actually like your channel. Now, if you do have a little bit of money to invest in your faceless YouTube channel, then I do highly recommend you just hire a script writer. It's much easier. This is the script writer job template that I use. I found it online. It's perfect, and you can just basically copy and paste it and hire. Now, if you don't want to hire, then here's the step-by-step process. Step number one, you make a list of 3 competitor channels that are already getting views in the same niche that you want to go in. So here we have, for example, this channel in the low quality, low effort self-improvement niche has 10 videos and 100,000 subscribers. They get millions of views on their faceless videos, and they only started 2 months ago. Perfect. Then I have another channel over here that I linked, and this is like for the self-improvement niche, just as an example. This guy, 7 videos, 170,000 subscribers. Absolutely perfect. Millions of views, and they only started 3 months ago with their faceless videos. So what I do then, step number 2, is I make a Google Drive folder. Now, once I make a Google Drive folder, I go back to the channel that I'm trying to replicate, and then I open up their videos. So let's begin with this first one. And then we go to the description, and then we scroll down and we click on show transcript. Now that's on the right hand side, gonna give you word for word what they said in that video. So you basically are spying on their script here. Click on these 3 dots, click on toggle timestamps, and now you just want to copy all of this from here. It's very weird when I'm sitting on this couch. I don't have a proper desk here in this Airbnb. So let me actually copy this, and then we go back to the Google Drive folder, we click on Google Docs, and we paste the script here, and then we go back and we copy the title. Now I would do the absolute same thing for every single video that they have on their channel. If they have a lot of videos, then of course you can just do like 5 to 10, it's completely fine. But since this channel has 7 videos, then it's relatively easy for me to go through all of them and repeat the process. I open up the video, I scroll down until I see show transcript right over here, and then on the right hand side I will be able to copy all of that. So basically just like this, scroll down, I copy this, and then I go back to my Google Drive folder, I make another Google document, so just right click Google Docs, I paste that in here, and then I also take the title as well. So we go back here, we paste the title here, and now we're almost ready. So I will continue to do this until I have all the videos done. Then I would, on each of them, click file, click download as a PDF document. Then I will go back and do the same thing here, download as a PDF doc. Then we're gonna go back to ChatGPT, and we're gonna insert this prompt that says, I will now feed you transcript from a successful channels that I wanna copy. And then I'm just gonna drag and drop that over here. So let's pretend there's like all 7 transcripts are here, because the more you fit it, the better results you're gonna get. So the more samples it's gonna have. Then once we have that, the very next step is to use this prompt that I wrote for writing these YouTube scripts. In this case, you just have to change the last 4 variables. So you have to enter your niche, your video format, style of writing, and brief description of what a video is about. Now, if you want to go a step further and you want to do it like a pro for your YouTube channel, one of the most important things is that you have some unique info. You have some unique twist for your YouTube channel, and you're not just covering the most basic stuff that everyone else has already talked about. If you're too late to the party, you're not gonna get views. It's pretty much like any other business. So we have demand and supply, and we also have gaps in the market. The faster you are to fill that gap, the more views you're gonna get. If everyone has already talked about a subject and then you just 1 month later cover the same topic with no additional information, you're probably not gonna get views. And I bought this guy's course as well, and I paid like $1,000 for the course. And one of the main things that I've learned about writing scripts, he says, his is a faceless channel as well, he can cover topics that have already been covered before, like the truth about PayPal. Everyone knows about the PayPal mafia, but he still got 1 million views. The reason being is because he went and he did more research. He read books on that topic. He found blog articles from like 2006, and then he took information from there. He watched every video on YouTube on that topic, and he has extracted information and took more time to write a really good script that covers things that no one else has talked about earlier, and that allows him to still cover the topic that people talk about already and still get views. Now let's paste this here. We're now going to type in the niche. So let's say, for example, self-improvement. Video format is going to be long form. Style of writing is going to be the same as the example ones I sent earlier. And now we just need to describe what the video is going to be about. Now this is always going to be different for you, and I always recommend just putting as much information as possible. So let's say I found an idea for my YouTube video, and it's going to be 9 things I did to stop wasting my evenings after work. And then I can also insert some of my custom stuff that I would like to add. So I can maybe watch the previous video and be like, okay, I wanted to avoid this, this, and that. And I can tell it, mention one of the things to be that I watch SpongeBob after work, which is very productive, etc. So like, whatever, this is obviously a joke, but you just have to write something custom and give it more information about what your script is going to be about. And when we submit this, we're still not done. There is one last step. So you see in this prompt, I told ChatGPT that the video script has to be over 15 minutes long and has to be over 3,000 words long. However, it's not going to listen. It's not actually going to do that. It's going to start writing the script, and when we finish, you can see we'll be able to put it into like word counter, and it's not actually going to be 2,000 words long. And the longer your scripts are, the higher chances of getting more views you will have. Like this guy has 19 minutes videos, and YouTube really loves when you can keep someone longer on the platform. This is something that we talked about in some of my earlier videos. If you just post content that is like 2 minutes long, you're never going to be able to compete with these guys. So let's actually paste the video script here, and we can see that it's only 700 words. This would be like 4 minutes. Very, very bad. So what we do is we have to go and expand part by part. So I begin not hook, not intro. You don't want to expand that part. You want to expand the content itself. So now I can just say expand this in the same style, expand this in the same style, and make this part at least 700 words. So we know that its cap is about 700 words. So I will expand this, and then we'll expand the next one, and the next one, and the next one, until this script, when I put it into word counter, says over 2,000 words. I will not stop. So it has to be a total of over 2,000 words. So now we have this part, which we will have to replace. So let me go back. Let's take this, and I can put it in here as the first original script that we are writing. And let's go back. So this is the introduction. I can also remove these parts. They're not really necessary. And we need this. So now this has been completed. So I'm going to copy this part. As you can see, it's much, much longer, much more in depth as well. So let's paste that part over here. And we're going to continue. We're going to go back to ChatGPT and then take the second part and expand it again, or third or fourth, whatever. You just need to expand the entire script. Now for this one, you can also say that expand part 2 as well, but to only 300 words. And then it will just start expanding that part as well, and you have to copy and paste it back into your YouTube script. So this entire process should take less than 5 minutes, and you would have an actual high quality script. As high quality as it gets when you're writing it yourself, when you're relying on AI. This is like the best thing, or the best way that you can do it, because it's replicating a successful style, and you're using a good prompt, and you're still expanding it a little bit. So still, you're putting more effort than someone who just goes to ChatGPT and just says, write me a script on any topic, because they're obviously not going to have a high quality script like this, and theirs is maybe going to be 3 minutes long, so they're not going to get many views. And like when I started out 9.5 years ago with my faceless channels, I was writing scripts myself. They were very, very bad, but as soon as I started getting views and as soon as I started making money from my channels, I reinvested into hiring actual voiceover artists, because they're always going to do a better job, and they allow me to actually run my channels as a business and not as something where I have to do all the work and I have to write scripts and edit and do everything and then hope that it gets views. But because I'm not a professional scriptwriter or editor,